I have spent my time making every single transfer in the Premier League to get the 25-26 teams into FC25, and we are going to be simulating the Premier League to see who wins. Now, the best way to do this is to go as Spurs, because obviously they have Thomas Frank as their manager, and this means he will not be managing Brentford as well. Not only that, lads, if we go over to the standings, you can see Sunderland are in there, Leeds are in there, and just wait, Burnley are in there as well. And now, just before we carry on this video, let's take a moment and address the elephant in the room. If you can hear a jet engine, someone is mowing outside, so I do apologise about that, but we will rapidly move on. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you leave a like, and make sure you turn those notification bells on so you never miss another video. Let's go through some of the teams very quickly. Okay, so we got the Premier League. We'll start with Bournemouth. I don't think they've actually made too many signings, to be honest. And remember, they've signed Petrovic, I think, and that is about it. We'll go to the big teams, but obviously some big ones is Huijsen and Kerkez are no longer in the side because they have both left. Arsenal is going to be a big one. We've obviously got Gyökeres that is in the team. They've signed Kepa, they signed Madueke, they've also signed Mosquera. Boys, they're looking like a good team. They've also got Zubamendi in there as well. Now, I do want to be mindful. I've done this on Transfer Market, so if I've missed some of them, I do apologise. I'm not perfect. Nobody is, unless you're my girlfriend. Let's move on. I want to show you the Brentford team because I have a feeling these are finishing dead last in the league. They've only signed one oh no, they signed Coyote. They've signed a couple actually. They signed Kelleher. They've signed Henderson. But they've lost a lot of good players. They've lost so many good players. They've also signed this boy. I think they're going straight down unless Kelleher can produce a madness and keep them up. Have a little look at Burnley's team. They have a few decent players in here. Dubravka, Marcus Edwards, you know, people that have been on loan as well. Some of them have had to put back into the team. They're looking like a decent team. I'd argue they could stay up. In real life, probably not, but in the game, they've got an 82 rated Kyle Walker, which is pretty outrageous. There's another one, which was a bit of a mad one. I'll show you right now, boys. It's Sunderland, just promoted, and they actually have a Dingra, who's a great shout. They also have an 86 Granit Xhaka somewhere on their team. Where is he going to be? He is going to be here, so hopefully he can help them stay up as well. It's going to be a very tasty season. We've got West Ham, who again, they haven't made too many signings, to be honest, and it could be one that goes down. We'll have to wait and see, to be honest, lads. And arguably one of the better transfer windows as well is Liverpool. They've got Ekatike, they've got Frimpong, they've obviously got Kerkez, and they've got the star boy, that is Florian Wirtz as well, and of course Freddie Woodman. Boys, if there's any other teams that you want to see, I've uploaded a full thing on my TikTok, which is MossyHD7 as well. But I think we get into this. We've updated some of the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. But obviously, there's 5 teams in the Champions League this season, whereas there's not in the actual game. We can only have 4. There might actually be 6, actually, because Newcastle qualified, but Spurs won the Europa League. So does that mean we get 6, or do we still get 5? Let me know down in the comments, because I'm not too sure on that. But it's only one thing we've got to do. We're managing Spurs. James Maddison's torn his ACL, so he won't be playing for us. They've got a few new signings. I'll change the team up. Kudus, Palhinha, I think that's on loan. I could be wrong in that, but it said it on Transfer Market, so we've gone for it. Some of these players might not play for the club anymore, but once again, I'm sorry about that. We're not going to be playing the games. We're going to be simming through the calendar, and we are going to see who is going to win the 25-26 Premier League season. One last thing I want to say, I am pretty sure, I've already said it, but I'm not too sure. We have disabled the first transfer window, so hopefully all the clubs will stay the same. I cannot change anything in the January transfer window. We're not going to sign anyone, but other teams might decide to sign people, and that is fine because in real life they're going to as well. And remember, these are updated from today on the 10th of August, so Isak might still move, Wissa might still move, other players might still move to other clubs, but right now, this is how the team is, and I am going to put a prediction and say bottom is going to be Brentford or West Ham, and first place is going to be either Liverpool or Man City. So let's see if those predictions are right. Leave those predictions down below as well, and let's get into it. Lads, we're on the 1st of January, and this is the first thing I've seen. Oh my, let's take a moment, lads. Let's stop here. Let's just all take a moment. if this actually happens next season, I think every single one of us is never going to watch football again. This month's manager of the month is Ruben Amorim. Huh? What? Oh my god, does that mean they're going to be like first? Let's go see. Let's go see. We'll start at the bottom. Sunderland are dead last. Wow. They're the team that I thought would be having the best season, to be honest. Palace down there, that's another one actually. I didn't mention Palace. They are... they didn't make too many signings. Brentford are down there, like I said, but West Ham I said would be down there, and they're nowhere to be seen, which is very interesting. But Sunderland, Crystal Palace and Leeds are making up the bottom three right now in January. We then move up. Burnley are in 11th. Wow, West Ham's still nowhere to be seen. Very interesting. Wolves up in 10th as well. No Everton yet, which is interesting. Spurs 9th, West Ham 8th, Newcastle 7th, Everton up in 6th. Interesting. City 5th. Oh my god, lads. My prediction is so bad. Chelsea are currently top of the Premier League by 3 points over Arsenal. They've only lost one game. Liverpool up there, United up there, City up there. It's going to be a very tasty transfer battle. Now remember, the computers can't make transfers right now. We are not going to make transfers. I want to try and keep the squads the same as I can. I wish I could do it, but you can only disable the first transfer window, or you can just give your team a transfer embargo. You can't do it for the rest of them. We'll go have a little look at the Champions League and stuff as well and see what's going on. FA Cup, anyone doing good? We're still in it. Carabao Cup, we are not in it. Arsenal and City, Leeds are still in it. Wow, fair play. Super Cup, Real Madrid won that. Fair play. I mean, we can't change any of that anyway. In the Champions League, then, Bayern Munich are doing very good. Up at the top, Arsenal, City up there. Who else did I put in it? And we should be in it, but you can only put 4 teams, so I didn't. Liverpool and Chelsea down in 29th and 30th. That is woeful. Europa League, we are down in 31st. Jesus Christ. Spurs are having a nightmare. Newcastle in 13th. Again, they should have it, but it is what it is. I can only change so much. And then, I can't remember even who I put in this. Nottingham Forest are in 14th, lads. Let's go look at who's top goal scorer and stuff. This is why I hate this game, lads. How is Gabriel Martinelli the highest scorer in the Premier League? And why has Memphis Depay gone to Liverpool on a free? And how is Beto and Harvey Barnes in the top 5 as well? What is going on? I mean, Gyökeres doing good, Gakpo doing good, Jackson doing good. Any other rogue ones in there? Haaland not doing the best. Maybe he got injured. Salah underperforming. Echeverry up there, which is a bit of a weird one. Ndoye, new signing for Nottingham Forest, is up there as well. Assist, Memphis Depay. God, he's having a great season. Ballon d'Or winner for Memphis Depay. Federico Chiesa's playing games as well. Beto's having an outrageous season. Wow, he could literally get player of the season. And Spurs, somehow, even though we're only sat in 8th or 9th, I can't remember, we've got the most clean sheets, so fair play. Ortega's playing for City. Well, he's played 7 games and he's got more assists, which is very strange. Right then, lads, the only thing left to do is go to the end of the season and see who picks up all the trophies and who does the best in the Premier League. If you still want to change your prediction, do it down in the comments right now. And if you haven't liked already, make sure you like the video. Here we are at the end of the season, lads. And straight away, you can see Sunderland have gone down. And out of the 3 that are coming up, they're the ones that I believe in real life are going to stay up. Or might not stay up, but have the best chance of staying up. But they've done the worst in this. They only won 4 games. And Leeds and Burnley are 13th and 15th, which is absolutely insane. Fulham and Nottingham Forest also went down. Forest, it must have been that European football absolutely screwed them. Fulham, fair enough. But the ones that I thought, who was it? Brentford. They've only just escaped by 1 point. Hopefully Kelleher and Henderson had something to do with that. But West Ham, again, nowhere to be seen. Brighton having a very bad season. Wolves, Burnley and Leeds making up. Everton had an absolute stinker of a second half of the season. They were in 6th and they've ended up plummeting. They've ended up in 12th. Bournemouth, 11th. West Ham, 10th. They've had an amazing season. Now into the top 7. Well, not the top 7. We've got 7 to 9. Villa, Newcastle, Palace. 6th place is Liverpool. Wow. They've had one of the best windows out there, and they've ended up finishing 6th, which is a little bit mental. Spurs finishing above them in 5th. 4th is Manchester United, so they did not carry on their good form, really. Man City in 3rd. Arsenal 2nd again, of course. And Chelsea have rounded off the Premier League to become the Premier League champions, lads. Fair play. Before we look at the other trophies, let's go look at some of the stats of the players. Wow. Gabriel Martinelli winning the Golden Boot for Arsenal is everything you need to know about career mode, because that's never going to happen. Isak ended up staying at Newcastle and playing every single game, scoring 17 goals. I mean, it's been a stinker from Liverpool. Wirtz, Memphis Depay. Oh, bloody hell, I had a moment saying that, but wow. You know what? Chelsea have done good business, so I'm not surprised that they're near the top. But Vicario got the most clean sheets. Fair play to him. Let's go have a look at some of the other trophies. Actually, before we do that, this is the team of the season. Martinez, Udogie, Gabriel, Martinez, Porro, Johnson, Palmer, Cunha, Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Jackson. That is a weird team of the season. Martinelli wins player of the tournament, which is fantastic. Chelsea win the Premier League, which we already know. I mean, it's one of them. What is that? Brentford survival in the Premier League. Why is it showing the Spurs manager then? Come on, man. Do your job, EA. Do your bloody job. Okay, so let's start off with the FA Cup, and Chelsea do the domestic double. They win the Premier League and they win the FA Cup over Arsenal. Fair play to Chelsea. In the Carabao Cup, Arsenal, they finally win another Carabao Cup. Fair play. They don't go trophyless for another season, but it is only a Carbonara Cup. They beat Man City 2-1. Over to the Super Cup, we've already done that. Let's start with the Conference League. Fiorentina take the win for that one. Newcastle end up winning the Europa League. Now remember, they should be in the Champions League, but we couldn't put them in it. That is why. And the Champions League does go to Man City. Liverpool could not beat them. Man City are UEFA Champions League winners again. Now, this would be a heartbreaking season for any Liverpool fan, especially me as a Liverpool fan. Losing the Champions League final, finishing 6th in the league, on a slot, I don't think you would have a job anymore, brother, I can't lie. But that is it for the end of the video, boys. Hopefully you did all enjoy. I mean, it's not going to be absolutely accurate because some of the transfers in January is going to be completely different, and I might have missed a few anyway. But hopefully you did enjoy seeing who might win the Premier League and what it might look like, judging by what FIFA thinks. But I've been Mossy87. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those notification bells on, and I'll see you all in a week. Peace.